Hi everybody and welcome back to ESO Live, the official Elder Scrolls Online bi-weekly Twitch show. Thank you for your patience as we got started a little bit late today. I'm Jessica Folsom.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Gina Bruno, it's my fault we're late. Nice to see everyone.
So we'll get things going since you all have been so patiently waiting. And let's take a quick look at today's show lineup and then we'll dive right in. So it's great to be back. We will be showing you ESO, Clockwork City, and a little bit more on the Xbox One X today with graphics programmer Alex Tardif. He'll talk all about bringing ESO to the Xbox One X.
And we mentioned that we are going to be giving away a console today on the show, an Xbox One X Scorpio Edition.
Yep.
We have it here with us. Anybody can win, so it's not region locked. Well, the giveaway isn't region locked, but the console itself is from the U.S.
It is, but there's no, we checked with Microsoft on this, there's no region locking on it, there's no broadcasting conflicts or anything like that. You can use it in other countries, you just may need to get a power cord adapter. So if you win and you're not in North America, we'll follow up with you if you have any questions.
Yep.
So in order to qualify for the Xbox One X Scorpio Edition giveaway, you just have to be active in chat on Twitch at least once during the show, and you must be present when we name the winner toward the end of the show.
Active in chat means you can post anything. It can be
just once.
An emote, it can be a word, it can be a whole sentence. There's no keyword or anything, so just say something in chat.
It can even be something.
At any point, it can be something. Now we're going to get inundated with somethings.
So moving on, let's go over the latest news and updates, and then we'll get right into our gameplay. So we wanted to start things off with probably what's one of the top issues right now, and one of the things you all have been asking about a lot, and that is loading screens on the PS4 and Xbox One since the Clockwork City launch earlier this week. Gosh, has it been this week?
I know.
So this is something that we are still currently investigating. We are testing some things. We don't have an update for you beyond that other than we are on it. We have some of our top folks from multiple teams working on it, and that is our priority to get this fixed. We know it's been frustrating for you, and we will keep you updated.
And to be clear, they're testing in both PvP and PvE situations. They're testing with just a few people, with lots of bots just kind of running around all different scenarios. So it's not just one section that they're looking at.
Yep. And then the other thing that we got fixed today, actually, was the internal server error that was popping up for some of our Xbox One players when you tried to log in. As of earlier this morning, that is now fixed. So if you were experiencing that, you should now be able to log in. If for some reason you can't, please let us know and we'll get you help.
Do they need to restart their consoles or anything?
You know, it didn't say, but that probably wouldn't hurt.
Make sure you do a hard reset also.
The power cycle.
Just unplug it if you're not sure. Let it sit for like a minute or two, just to make sure it's not in sleep mode or something.
Yep. What else? The free Brasilisk pet. So earlier this week with the launch of Clockwork City, we gave everyone a free Brasilisk pet with 3 different colors, exclusive for each platform. The blue was PS4, green was Xbox, and orange was PC. Please don't ask me to say the names of the pets.
Oh, it was the Steam Brasilisk. I already said this a million times. Steam-powered Brasilisk for PC.
Foxbat
for
and
Xbox.
What was PS4?
Sigic. Brasilisk, because I've said this about 8,000 times.
So they're really cool. If you haven't gotten yours already, you can claim yours through the end of the year. So just get it before December 31st. And one note, PlayStation Plus and Xbox Gold are required on the account on which you are claiming the pet.
Indeed.
And they are, they are claimed in the Xbox Store and the PlayStation Store on console, or the Crown Store on PC.
We've been seeing some really fun names like Flappy Danger Noodle and my snack. It's fun. What else? What else do we have? I'm looking at Jess's cheat sheet.
Yeah,
here.
there was an exploit, or not an exploit. There was a bug that was recently fixed for achievements on Xbox, but we still have something else we need to do for it.
Yes. So on, I believe it was just Xbox, the Clockwork City achievements specifically weren't working. So if you were supposed to get the achievement, it really never popped. So we had a fix for that yesterday. And then today we discovered that some people who did the content weren't actually getting the achievement for them. So we're still looking into that and seeing when we can get a fix in.
Yep.
But just be aware that we're on it. We know.
The one other thing that you guys have been talking a lot about is the Asylum Sanctorium Vet hard mode. Gosh,
hard
mode exploit.
Did you turn into a Canadian for a second?
So this is something where players have found a way to defeat the veteran hard mode fight without getting attacked. So we are looking at this. We are aware of it. We will have an update for you probably shortly after the show. But the short of it is, guys, don't exploit.
You know why you shouldn't exploit?
Please don't. There will be action.
Yeah, we just got word that people are getting banned.
Oh, they're doing it now? Okay.
I think so. It literally just came through. So
yeah. So
don't.
This is a particularly serious one because there is an achievement and a skin associated with it. It's a very difficult achievement to get, so we are cracking down pretty hard on it. Yeah. So we will have a post explaining what we have done and what the issue was after the show. We're on here, so we can't. Let's see, what else? The Telvanni Master Wizard robe is currently available on the Crown Store. If that's one that you wanted to get, you have until Monday. Also, our let's see, our fan art contest.
We have a fan art contest running right now. Yep, it's running for a couple more weeks until the 19th at midnight Eastern Time. So the general idea of this contest is we want to see holiday/winter themed ESO artwork. And the winner of this contest will be able to take part in creating our holiday card that we usually send out to studios and VIPs and even some press. So it's really cool.
It'll be really fun.
There's also a tablet that you can win. So some really cool stuff.
So if you have a concept for the holiday card or even just a really cool holiday theme, send it to us.
Yeah.
Speaking of contests, we also have our big 10 million stories sweepstakes going on. We have hundreds of prizes, including having your character immortalized in the game,
That's really cool.
winning one of every Crown Store item we've ever directly sold.
We're going to send somebody to PAX East.
Yep. So
next year.
Tons of really cool prizes. Please make sure you enter. We have our entry form on our website. If you haven't entered yet, make sure you do so.
Yep. It's really easy. You just have to fill out like 3 things and then you're done. It takes seconds. You want to talk about patch stuff? You guys want to know what we're fixing? So Monday we have a PC incremental patch. It's pretty small. Stalling while I pull it up. So just to kind of go through what we're tentatively looking at. Sorry, opening emails here. Okay, so I was just checking because QA sent through a couple hours ago everything that passed or failed, and everything passed, so that's great. I didn't want to mention something that maybe wasn't actually in. So there's an issue right now in Battlegrounds. Mark of the Worm isn't being removed every time.
Oh,
we
yeah,
have
I remember hearing about that.
Yep, yeah, we saw that a couple times come through. There's an audio issue in one of the quests in Clockwork City. A charge ability. Basically, if you use the charge ability from stealth, it wouldn't correctly update your position to enemy players, so we're getting that fixed. We saw some reports from people in Cyrodiil especially showing us videos like, hey, this isn't right. This is completely just effed up. So we're getting it fixed. And then also some champion point unlock abilities were still functioning in non-champion point PvP campaigns. So we have a fixing going for that. And then also the issue, we've seen this since we launched Clockwork for PC, you weren't able to get the World Boss Daily Quests, specifically in Hrothgar and Vardenfell, even though you had already completed one that was shared by another player. So we have a fix-in going for that too.
Great.
For PC.
So it sounds like a small but mighty patch.
It is indeed.
And of course, we couldn't end this week's news without mentioning Clockwork City is now live on all platforms. So we launched Clockwork City on Xbox One and PS4 this week. We hope you've been enjoying it. If you haven't yet, we encourage you to get in and play. We've seen a lot of really great feedback, especially about how it looks, the story, the quests, and we've loved seeing all of your screenshots and comments about how you've been enjoying it. Also, we're on the Xbox One X now, and we're going to take a look at that next. And did we have anything else for news, or? Okay.
No, I mean, you can just talk about whatever, I guess.
All right.
Or you can talk about Xbox.
Yes, let's hop into our Xbox One X segment. So that is the news, and here we have Alex Tardif with us.
Hi, Alex.
Hi.
First time on the show, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Welcome.
I've always been watching, but I haven't.
He's been a
never
lurker, but
participated.
now he's
Long
here.
time watcher, first time
Joiner.
What do we call this?
Attendee.
Yeah.
Guest.
Guest. Yes, guest.
So, Alex, you are a graphics programmer. Do you want to just tell everybody what that is? Because we know you worked on Xbox One X, but you also did other things, right?
Sure. Yeah, I split my time a lot lately between graphics and console programming. So on the graphics side of things, the most recent stuff I did was a lot of stuff from Morrowind. So one of them was, we call it biome tech, which is a way for artists to kind of procedurally paint onto rocks and buildings and stuff without needing to actually author it into textures. And that basically saves them a lot of time having to paint really mundane things, and they can spend more time building like big structures.
Yeah.
And
That's cool.
Putting all the details in that they want to put in. And then one of the other things I did was disintegration tech, which is what we call it.
Disintegration
Yes,
tech.
yeah, we call it disintegration tech, which actually
That's how they get rid of people who exploit. They just disintegrate them.
yeah, if only. Yeah, but that was used for, it was kind of like made on a whim because one of the FX artists thought it would just be a cool thing to add, but it became one of the trademark looks for the warden. So if like you see like when the bear kind of comes in and he's sort of we call it disintegrates in, but it's reverse disintegration. He's coming in, and the cliff racer and a couple other abilities do it too.
Oh yeah.
And so that's that. So that's what I did for that.
Just out of curiosity, what what language do you use for your job?
This is all C++. The shader language is HLSL. On OpenGL we use GLSL, and then we have like these converters for console. Yeah.
Cool.
Somebody must have asked that.
Nobody did yet, but I know every time everyone always kind of asks like what language or what software or what have you.
Yep.
Did everybody see his cool tattoo?
Oh yeah.
Got my Oblivion
That's
tat. Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
You got that before you worked here, right?
I did, yeah, but I hid it during my interview so nobody would think I was like a crazy fanboy, even though I was. Yeah, I only got into games because of the Elder Scrolls series.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oblivion specifically, so this is kind of me coming full circle. That's pretty
Nice.
cool. Yeah.
I remember camping out for an Xbox so I could get Oblivion.
Yeah.
Like, that was back in the day where you actually had to camp out for new consoles.
Yep.
It was cold. I remember it was the middle of winter and we were all at Costco just...
Now people do it for fun at midnight releases.
I know.
Yeah.
Back in my day.
Fun. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So before we start talking about what you did for Xbox One X, we have a really cool video that we released recently showing just the improvements and how everything looks. I know you were super stoked about it.
I am,
so
yeah.
we just wanted to show you guys that video.
All right. And welcome back. Hey,
Yeah.
Alex.
Hi.
Were you just trolling?
No.
Our audio guy, I was pointing and I'm like, are we muted? And he's like, oh yeah, you're muted. Like, all right, sweet. So we started talking, but guess you heard everything.
That's what we get.
That's great. That's great.
All right, so that was really cool, the kind of before 4K and 4K and seeing what the Xbox One X can do. So I guess next up we're going to take a look at some of the areas in the game and go into those enhancements a little deeper. Which one would you like to start with?
All the enhancements? All right, we can start with the reflections.
Out of the 4.
Yeah, let's look at the reflections first. So this is obviously the most obvious that you'll see once you get into the game, because previously this was just kind of a flat color texture on everything, and we didn't really render any kind of real-time reflections. There was nothing at all. So now we're rendering full real-time reflections. The only thing we don't render into it for performance reasons is characters, but we still get, you know, the full environments and everything. Next, if you look out into the distance, you'll notice like the view distance is much further than before. So on the standard Xbox, you'd kind of only be able to see up to like those nearer mushrooms, but now you can see like way out and see the details like way on the mainland. I think the number we came out with at the end was we pushed the view distance back like 40%. So
cool. Wow.
almost twice as far as we did before. So it's really much better than before. Another thing that we added that you don't really notice it until you see it side by side is screen space ambient occlusion, and that's what happens when objects near each other kind of block light, and it creates this kind of shadowing between them. So yeah, you can see it here, like along the edges of the rocks and such, and where the character meets the mount. So that helps just everything kind of feel grounded. It makes the lighting more realistic with shadows like all around everything. And then lastly, of course, was the 4K res, the 4K resolution. So what's great about it too is if you don't have a 4K display, it will automatically just super sample down to whatever your display is. And that's important because you still get some really high quality anti-aliasing out of it, which it makes a huge difference because you have those nice crisp edges rather than sometimes it can be blurry or have some artifacting. So 1080p display users will still get a lot out of it. And of course, in 4K, we're rendering in true 4K. We're not doing any upscaling. We don't need to do checkerboarding or anything like that. It just goes right into 4K, and that's the end of the story. So
it looks amazing.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, very I'm excited about how it came out. We didn't quite get to PC Ultra settings, but it is really close. So yeah, there's only some small differences, but yeah, this is really the premier console experience here.
Now we were talking the other day about how the water reflection specifically is disabled in PvP areas, and in trials, right?
Yes, yeah. So there's a few situations in the game. So we understand that for some players, the important thing in certain situations is not looks, it's performance. How good does it run? So for like if you're in Cyrodiil or any PvP area, if you're in trials, there's like
housing was that
housing as well, just for people who set up PvP stuff in housing and they want it to perform. At best, we turn off the reflections for that because that's the only one that will really can really impact your frame rate. And so we disable that so you get the extra juice and the higher frame rates. So yeah.
Very cool. So the area we're running around right now, we're actually on a dev server, our RC server, on a dev kit, but it's running everything like you would see in the game. This is just so we can hop around. And the area we're in right now, for anybody who doesn't recognize it, is Morrowind.
Yeah, we're right outside of Sadwith Mora right now. Yeah. So we picked this place because it's one of the best showcases of all, the features that we added. You get the huge view distance, you get the SSAO on stuff, you get the reflections. Yeah.
Looks great.
Yeah, it does. So did we want to go ahead and take a look at Clockwork City on some of these settings now too? I think we're going to hop there.
If you go right outside of Brass Fortress, there's a lot of water in the canyon and stuff, so you can see out into water. Yeah, sorry, oil.
Don't
it's not
drink
wetness.
The water in Clockwork City.
Yeah, don't drink that water. You'll get real sick real fast.
You know what? I'm going to say it, even though you don't want me to. Alex's wife is playing right now.
She is,
Yep. There.
yeah.
We do have a lot of
wifey.
husband and wife teams here at the studio.
In fact, all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
kinda
funny
weird.
actually. We say the couples that play together stay together, right? Yeah.
And for anybody curious, jumping into chat or watching our stream now, we are doing the giveaway today for an Xbox One X Scorpio Edition console. All you have to do is just participate in Twitch chat at some point during the show while we're talking. Nothing specific. You can just do an emote or whatever you want. And then that will enter you to possibly win.
And how are we doing on time? Because let's see. So we're probably going to do the drawing in about 15 minutes for anybody who really wants to know the exact time.
Okay. I was curious, so
Yeah.
it's good to know.
About 15 minutes.
Can you imagine if you were a real person and your horse was doing this right now?
That would be a bad time. So this is Clockwork City. This just launched on the Xbox One X on Tuesday. Excuse me, the Xbox One and PS4 actually on Tuesday.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite DLCs actually. Like, I rank that up there next to Orsinium, so if you guys are big into story, I recommend it.
Yeah.
So we're going to ask chat, is there anywhere you'd like us to go to show you on the Xbox One X here in Clockwork City? So we'll give you a chance to answer, and then we'll head on there. This is the water you said right outside of Brass Fortress?
Yeah,
The
oil.
water.
The water, the oily water.
It even leaves the kind of rainbow colored
Yeah, that's cool.
water ripples
Yeah, I
behind
see
you.
it.
Oh, that is cool. I never noticed that.
But it definitely looks a lot better when you actually have the reflections to see in it.
And
Yeah.
while we're running around too, if you have any questions for Alex, feel free to post them in chat. And
Yeah, definitely.
We'll ask him.
Yeah. I'm always up for answering stuff.
Somebody was just asking what time the giveaway is in. We'll be doing it in about, a little less than 15 minutes.
Right around 3:45.
Yeah. Eastern time. EST now. Don't you love daylight savings?
That's right. Yeah.
No.
It gets dark at like 5 o'clock now.
Wow, the metal leaves on the trees look really cool in this resolution.
Yeah. Nice and crisp. Yeah, you don't see them flickering all over the place. Yeah. We're in the future now.
Oh, this is a good question. I see a few people asking about FPS. If it's 30 versus 60, and I think
Oh,
we
sure.
said that it was 30 FPS.
It is, yep. Yep. No matter what, it's going to be in 30 FPS, and there's a reason for that. So we did the same thing with the PS4 Pro. That we don't have 60 versus 30 because it can give the people with 60 FPS a competitive advantage, and we don't want if you're shelling out for a higher end console that you'll have this advantage over other people
On
in
the
PvP.
same server.
Yeah, on the same servers, and yeah, so because everyone is running on the same server, we keep that same experience. But on the
that
flip
makes
side,
sense.
that's where we get all the extra juice to give you the great visuals. Yeah.
Is it possible to do different FPS in certain zones versus others, or is that not?
No.
No, it's like one or nothing.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay.
Though we're well aware that some people would prefer a 60 FPS thing, but we have to keep the experience.
Yeah, no, that
the
makes
same.
sense. It would be an unfair advantage, especially in battlegrounds or PvP.
Yeah. That said, the new consoles definitely perform better in general. Even sometimes you'll hit loading boundaries where you'll see the FPS dip a bit, or the more intense situations like in trials and such. The Xbox One X definitely suffers a lot less from that. You'll see less dips. You'll see generally consistent higher frame rates than that because it's got the extra juice. So.
Yeah, look at those reflections on the metal. That's really cool.
Alex, somebody was asking in chat where you went to college or just your training for
Sure.
learning programming.
They're
Yeah.
trying to stalk you.
Yeah,
That's cool.
tell us everything.
Yeah, it was cool. I went to Champlain College for game programming. It's technically in the computer science program, but I secretly kind of double majored in game programming because I wanted to do games. That's in Vermont.
Vermont, okay.
Yeah, way up in Burlington, Vermont. And that was a great school. They got me ready. Like, by the time I graduated, I already had some internships. I'd worked at Ubisoft. And graduated and had a job basically like right out of college.
Nice.
Very cool.
And finally made my way basically to my dream company. So here I am. Yeah, yeah,
it does happen, folks.
Yeah. Working on Elder Scrolls has been the dream. So yeah.
And you're a pretty active player.
Oh
in
yeah.
ESO too.
Oh yeah. If you guys see me on PCNA, I'm like one of, I don't know, like 3 melee Magic and Night Blades that still play. For the Covenant, by the way. Yeah. So I basically, I got into Magic and Night Blade because of Kina PK, and for those of you who don't know, he's like the godfather of Mad Blades, and I basically try to be him, but I suck. So it's like...
You watch a lot of Twitch too, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I basically, whenever I'm working, I tend to have like an ESO like Twitch stream in the background just to the ambient noise, and it's nice to hear. It keeps me kind of informed on the stuff that people like and don't like.
That's great.
Yeah.
I think a lot of folks at the studio do that.
Yeah.
We're always
I
watching.
see that a
Definitely.
lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
I'm
walk
always
by
watching.
and see.
Yeah.
He's watching you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll walk by people's desks and see just random Twitch streams up on people's second or third monitor, just having it on in the background. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, I like to slash lurk. Yeah. A lot. Yeah.
So for anybody who just joined us, we are playing on the Xbox One X. We're in the Clockwork City DLC right now that just came out earlier this week on Xbox One and PS4. We're going to be doing our drawing for the Xbox One X Scorpio Edition right around 3:45 Eastern. So if you came for that, just a little bit longer to wait.
And somebody was asking, how do I go into the drawing? Well, you just did by asking that question. So all you have to do is just participate in chat in some way. You can say anything or post any sort of emote, and you are automatically entered.
Yeah, definitely.
And by
get in on
posting
this.
multiple times, you don't get multiple entries. It's just one.
And to our friends who are watching on YouTube, hello. If you want to participate in the drawing, we are only able to do it on one channel right now, so please just pop over to Twitch and just say something in chat, say you're qualified to.
I was seeing if we could open the box, but it's all sealed up.
Yeah.
But here it is.
It's lovely though, I promise. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a great console.
Somebody was seeing if we could go to the Orbservatory.
Oh, that would look really cool.
Yeah.
That's a nice request.
Orbservatory.
Oh,
It's the house?
The house, yeah.
Not the planisphere.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh, I was thinking the Planisphere.
I know.
Yeah.
I get them confused too, and I
Yeah.
don't even know why.
What's different about the Scorpio edition, somebody asked. I believe it has the same
I think it just has some
same
special-
hard drive and everything. It's just some special branding on it. It's kind of a sort of like a day one type
Yeah.
console edition.
Yeah.
So it actually, let's see if it
like
says.
like a limited edition version, basically, of the Xbox One X.
Let's see here if I can do this without dropping it.
And when Microsoft donated this to us for the show, which thank you, they said that this is actually sold out in a lot of places. So
Yeah, they sold out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
A lot of places, yeah.
I think it says. But you know what? You know who knows for sure is Google. If you check, I bet
Yeah.
you Google or even maybe Siri can answer your question.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's not helpful.
Don't forget the guar.
Don't forget the guar.
Here we go.
all right, so we're headed over to the Orbservatory Prior, which is the player home in Clockwork City. It's available. Boy, I'm going to forget now. I know it's available in the Crown Store, but I think it's available for. Is it for gold too? No, I don't remember.
Oh yeah, you can really see out there
It's
now.
really cool.
Nice.
I was going to say yes, but now you have me
I know.
second guessing with you second guessing. When does Clock come out? Guess what?
It's out.
It's out. It came out on PS4 and Xbox One on Tuesday, and also the same day when Xbox One X came out.
Yep.
that's when our support started. So
Yeah, that was,
you can get it now.
That was kind of a dynamite launch day.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Cool.
look at all these things.
And it is a DLC, so it's included free with an ESO Plus membership. Morrowind is not required. I've seen that question come up a few times. None of our DLCs have Morrowind as a requirement. The Morrowind chapter is a standalone. But it is pretty awesome. And if you haven't played it yet, you should.
Yeah. Definitely.
It's great.
Yeah, it's a really good story. Yeah. It's like
How cool this looks.
It's the coolest zone. It's this
Is this
alien
still the
world.
house?
Yeah, this is still in the house. Yeah,
This
there's
is the
multiple
upper
levels.
floor or the lower?
This is the lower floor.
Very
And I think
cool.
you can actually even go lower than this if you jump on like the little treadmill thing.
The treadmill.
The treadmill thing. Yeah, if you jump on
Oh,
that,
that doesn't look dangerous
and then
at
go
all.
down.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you can do stuff with this. Some of my guildies have been turning this into like a platform that they fight on and stuff. It's pretty
yeah.
cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Fun.
awesome.
If you jump straight down, are you just going to die?
Yeah, you die if you
Don't-
jump
don't
down
do
there.
that.
So place a platform above it so you don't die.
Yeah.
And then give yourself a way to get back up because now Sam won't be able to get back up. And I
Wow.
didn't tell her that ahead of time. But
Not trolling your wife.
yeah, that's right. I live for that.
She's going to remember that tonight.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, cool. I think we're just a little bit away from our giveaway,
Just
looking
a
at the
few
time.
minutes.
Okay.
Yep.
Any other questions?
Yeah, do you guys have any more other questions about Clockwork City or for Alex about what he does, about the Xbox One X? Put them in chat.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, somebody confirmed the difference between the Xbox One X and the Scorpio Edition is just some special engravings, which they look pretty cool. I
They
mean,
do.
it's very limited, and like Jess said, they're sold out of them now, so you can have your own
That epic Scorpio edition.
Scorpio Edition.
Yeah.
All right, so we're headed back to, was that this the Brass Fortress?
Yep, we're in the Brass Fortress now.
So this is the main city.
Bass Fortress?
The Bass Fortress. Yes, there's fish everywhere. This is the main city hub in Clockwork City. This is one of my favorite parts of the zone, personally. I love all the trees.
Yeah, a lot of people like it during the daytime. At nighttime is like my favorite time to see it because it's just
All the
lit up.
lights are
Yeah,
cool,
it's like
yeah.
this metropolis. Like, I love it.
It's very different looking from anything else in our game.
for sure.
Because technically it's not in Tamriel.
Yeah, you're definitely not in Tamriel anymore. Yeah.
And I know the team had so much fun building this out. It's
Yeah.
just so different from what we've done before, and they just went crazy with it.
Yeah, the artists really outdid themselves on this level. Yeah. I don't think they could have done better than this. It was amazing.
Somebody was asking for patch information. We have an incremental on PC on Monday, but as far as updates, we're finished for the year. We do one per quarter, and
This was our
Clockwork
last major
was
update
Clockwork was it.
for
Yeah.
2017. So, but we've got more planned, as you guys can probably imagine. We're working on the next 3 or 4 things. So.
Yeah.
So we have a lot lined up for you next year. Actually, watch for Matt Firer's usual end-of-year letter. We will have one of those. We usually put it out right before we go on holiday break, so toward the end of December,
Yeah.
before Christmas.
So what's coming for next year?
Cool stuff.
Some
Nice. Yeah, cool.
DLCs, some DLCs and a chapter. Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be a good year.
Oh, you know, while we're getting ready to do the giveaway, I saw some folks on Twitter talking about a certain quest with Factotum who referenced 11, 13, 17.
Oh, yeah,
No.
I saw that thread.
So we talked to the designer who did that. It's actually just a sequence of prime numbers. But we love everybody's
So
creativity.
disappointing.
I know, but we love everybody's creativity. And hey, it would be a really cool idea to kind of tease something like that in the future. So maybe we'll keep it in mind.
Yeah, I like that. Well, it's funny because I didn't know what it was about at first, so I started reading down the thread to be like, oh my god, what is it? What is it? Because I didn't want to miss out.
There were some great theories.
Yeah.
But we don't want you guys to be disappointed on Monday.
Or will you? I'm just kidding. Sam's shaking her head.
And let's see. What are we at? 344. I see a few more people coming and asking about the load screens. Just to repeat what we mentioned at the beginning of the show, if you missed it, we are aware, we are working on it. We have top folks from various teams taking a look at it now and testing some things. We'll provide you guys updates as soon as we can. We know it's been frustrating, and we are working on it as a top priority right now. So hang in there. We're working on it.
There were a couple fixes actually coming for this I could talk about if you want.
Oh, for the Xbox One X or for Clockwork City?
For the Xbox One X.
Oh, cool,
so
yeah.
I know there was a thread of people who pointed out that the scrolling combat text was offset.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
So the fix is coming for that. And somebody, I saw a Reddit thread about people posting that the reflections would only reflect a skybox in interior environments.
I do remember seeing that.
There's a fix coming for that too. So, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
All right, I think it's time.
Is it time? It's time?
We should do it.
Yeah? Okay. Do we have our winner?
Are you ready? Should we do a drum roll?
Yeah.
The winner. Do you want to read it?
Yes.
Yes, let's let Alex read the winner. Who is the winner of our Xbox One X Scorpio? It is...
It's that.
Reed Bird.
Yeah!
Reed
Yes.
Bird?
Reed Bird.
Congratulations, Reed Bird.
Are you in chat?
R-E-A-D-B-I-R-D.
Yes, we need a confirmation that you're in chat.
How do I know if they're in chat?
It'll pop up here.
Oh, okay.
In this empty window. There
Oh,
it is!
wow, there it is. Yeah!
Congratulations.
Nice work.
Congrats. That's awesome.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
How much are you freaking out right now?
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm glad they were in chat still.
Yeah.
That's good.
All right, congratulations.
Nice work. That was fun.
Yes.
We should do this every time.
Well, yeah, I'm sure Xbox will totally
just
donate one to us every 2 weeks.
Keep on doing. That's awesome. Oh, I'm so excited for you.
Yeah.
We'll have to get some photos once you get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll shoot you a message after the show's over and get all your information. We'll get it shipped out probably on Monday or Tuesday, since it's a little late here. Also, I did see a message from the winner from last show. I saw you. I'll just say that and shoot you a message too after the show's over. Very sorry. Well,
All right, so that was fun. Our winner has been selected. If you guys want to run around Clockwork City a little bit more, we can, but I think that wraps up our show.
and I think after our show, I forget what time, 4:30, there's going to be a Legends stream.
Yep, there is.
I believe, with Pete Hines.
And then we won't be back until December.
What?
I know.
We're gonna miss you.
Our next our next 2-week date would fall on when we're all on Thanksgiving break. But we have a lot of cool stuff coming up in the next few weeks, so please make sure you're following us on our Facebook, our Twitter, watching the website, so you don't miss anything.
Yep. Join Uncle Pete soon. Everyone's like, Uncle Pete, yay! Alex, thanks so much for joining today.
It was a blast.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you.
Anytime. Sam, thank you again for
Yeah,
being our
thanks,
driver. And we will see you guys in
December.
Well, in December. So congratulations again to Reed Bird.
Congrats, and have a great weekend, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.